afternoon, everyone. I am Bernadette Marie de Rosario from BSC 1-2, and I am here in front of you to present my topic, which is the Battered Child Syndrome and the Premenstrual Syndrome. So first, the Battered Child Syndrome. So what is the Battered Child Syndrome? So the Battered Child Syndrome is a form of physical abuse that means to the non-accidental injury sustained by a child that inflicted by an adult. So it means that when an adult repeatedly mistreats the children, it called the Barrett child syndrome. It can cause the broken bones, like injuries and wounds, and some bruises that may leads to physical abuse and battered child victim. And also, also the battered child syndrome is defined as the collection of injuries sustained by the child as a result of repeated mistreats and beatings. So the causes of it is, yes, uh, so next one is the difference between the battered child syndrome and the child abuse. So first, what is the child abuse? For so yung so the child abuse is involves the complex and dangerous set of problems that includes child like physical abuse, sexual abuse, and emotional abuse. While the battered child syndrome, it only focuses on physical abuse that that is done repeatedly, according to the pediatric radiologist Henry Kemp. Then the next is the common characteristics of the battered child. So the common characteristics of the battered child are the product of unwanted pregnancy, unwanted child in the family, low birth weight, mental or physical handicaps, and physically unattractive. So in our country, the battered child syndrome is a major one of the major problem in our society. So to prevent it, we should seek or offer an intervention, counseling, and training in good parenting to prevent the physical abuses and to prevent the battered child syndrome. So if we have a good parenting, then we will have a wise choice to to care our children. Avoid alcoholism, drugs, and other bad habits. So if we prevent some of that, so we can prevent the physical abuses, because these bad habits are leads to stress that may cause some adults may beat their children. And also the other prevention is the use of educational programs to teach caregivers at good parenting skills and to be aware of abuse behavior so that they can seek help for abusive tendencies is critical to stopping abuse. Then support from the extended families, friends, clergies, or other supportive persons or group may also be effective in preventing abuse. So that is the end of our discussion about the battered child syndrome. So the next topic is the premenstrual syndrome, or PMS. So first, what is the premenstrual syndrome? Premenstrual syndrome is a condition that affects women's emotional and physical health before their menses. So it means it is the feeling of every woman before menses. Every woman feels to be depressed or having a mood swings because it is their premenstrual syndrome. It is called premenstrual syndrome. So Premenstrual syndrome is the true incidence of PMS has often been overestimated by including all women who experience any physical or emotional symptoms prior to menstruation. So, how does premenstrual syndrome have been diagnosed? Basically, it cannot be diagnosed, but there is some helpful diagnostic tool to the menstrual to determine the premenstrual syndrome. So the tool is the when we have a menstrual diary to write all the feelings that we have before our menses. It is a documents of physical and emotional symptoms before we have a period. So what are the symptoms of the premenstrual syndrome? So the symptoms of the premenstrual syndrome are the abdominal pain, the sore breast, acne, food craving, especially for sweets and other junk foods, then anxiety, diarrhea, headaches, and sensitivity or mood swings. So to prevent this kind of case like premenstrual syndrome, we should we should drink some plenty of water, eat vegetables and fruits, do not stress yourself, do an exercise every day, and avoid using cell phones to to avoid stress and lessen those feelings to become sad or to avoid the exchange of emotional outbursts. Oh. Other prevention of it is to eat balance, like reduce the sweetness, the saltiness, and reduce the alcohol in terms of that, so that we can avoid the stress and to avoid the sudden exchange of moods and to prevent the premenstrual syndrome. So this is the end of of my discussion. I hope you learn a lot from me. Thank you.